Have you ever wondered why so many people who seem to have everything still feel empty inside? We've been taught since childhood that money equals happiness, that once the bank account is full, the heart will finally rest. But the truth, my love, is very different. You cannot buy peace. You cannot buy love. You cannot buy worthiness. Money can pay for comfort. Money can bring convenience. Money can solve certain problems. But money cannot fill the silence inside your soul. Without a shift in consciousness, money does not bring happiness. It magnifies what is already there. If you are anxious, money will give you more reasons to worry. If you are unworthy, money will give you more ways to compare. If you are restless, money will buy you distractions, but never stillness. This is why you hear of people with enormous wealth who still struggle, who still hurt, who still long for something they cannot name. And this is why I say again and again, the true wealth is inner peace. When your heart is at peace, everything you have becomes enough. When your mind is still, everything you receive becomes a gift. When your soul is centered, even the smallest blessing feels like abundance. We've been told, once I have enough, I'll finally be happy. But what is enough? Enough is a moving target. Enough is a shadow you chase. Enough is never satisfied. True enoughness lives in your heart, not in your wallet. True enoughness is the moment you take a breath and say, I am alive, I am safe, I am loved. And in this moment, I am enough. That is peace. That is wealth. That is the treasure that does not fluctuate with the market, that does not rise and fall with the headlines, that does not depend on anyone else's approval. Let me ask you a reflective question. What if what you truly seek was never in your bank account but in your breath? What if every inhale was proof you are rich with life? What if every exhale was a release of scarcity? Think about it. When you are anxious, when you are afraid, what do people remind you to do? They say breathe. Because the breath is always free, always available, always abundant. You could lose everything, but as long as you breathe, you carry the greatest wealth, the wealth of being alive. Peace, self-love, safety, inner stillness, these are the real riches. These are treasures that cannot be taken, cannot be taxed, cannot be stolen. And unlike money, these treasures grow the more you use them. The more peace you choose, the more peace you feel. The more love you extend to yourself, the more love returns to you. The more stillness you allow, the more clarity arrives. The more gratitude you cultivate, the more abundance unfolds. You are not chasing wealth. You are cultivating it inside. Think of your inner peace as gold beneath the noise, always there, waiting to be uncovered. Even when the surface is messy, even when life feels loud, the gold is still there. Your job is not to create peace. Your job is to uncover it. Just as the sun remains even on cloudy days, your inner peace remains even in stormy seasons. You may forget it. You may cover it with fear or hurry or doubt, but it is never gone. It is waiting for you to come home. So I invite you now to close your eyes even for a moment and place your hand on your heart. Whisper softly, I am safe. I am loved. I am at peace. Notice how your body responds. Notice the calm that spreads, however small. That calm is wealth. That calm is success. That calm is freedom. It is more valuable than money because money without peace is misery, but peace without money is still freedom. Peace gives you the clarity to attract money with ease, to use money with wisdom, to bless money with purpose. But without peace, money will never be enough. Let us break the illusion clearly. Happiness does not come after you earn. Happiness comes when you allow. Joy is not bought. Joy is chosen. Abundance is not out there. Abundance is within. And you, my dear, have the power to choose again in this moment. You can release the thought, "I'll be happy when," and replace it with the truth, "I am willing to be happy now." You can release the thought, "I'll be safe when," and replace it with, "I am safe now." You can release the thought, "I'll be enough when," and replace it with, "I am enough now." This is prosperity. This is wealth. This is freedom. I want you to reflect with me. How many moments have you missed because you were too busy chasing the next thing? How many sunrises went unnoticed because your eyes were on a screen? How many meals were eaten without gratitude because your mind was already worrying about tomorrow? This is how scarcity robs us. Scarcity whispers, "Not enough, not yet, not you." But abundance whispers, "Look around, look within, look now." Which voice will you choose? Let us practice together. Say out loud, "I live in an abundant universe. What I desire is already seeking me. I am grateful, I am open, I am ready." Repeat it with me, not just as words, but as a rhythm, as a truth. I live in an abundant universe. What I desire is already seeking me. I am grateful, I am open, I am ready. Notice how your energy shifts when you affirm this. Notice how your body feels lighter. This is not imagination. This is alignment. Remember, my love, money is a tool, not a master. Money is a servant, not a source. Peace is the source. Love is the source. Trust is the source. And when you live from that source, money comes, opportunities come, blessings come, but they come to serve you, not to enslave you. You do not serve money. Money serves you, but only when your heart is free. So I ask you again, gently but firmly, what if the true wealth you have been chasing is already here? What if the richest moment of your life is not the day you cash a check, but the day you exhale fully, the day you forgive yourself, the day you remember your worth? That is the day you become wealthy. That is the day you prosper. That is the day you are free. And let us seal this truth with affirmations that carry the vibration of inner abundance. All is well in my world. Life loves me. I approve of myself. I am willing to see my own beauty. I am safe, and I rest in peace. These words are not fantasies. They are invitations. They are seeds. And each time you repeat them, you water the garden of your soul. Each time you believe them a little more, the weeds of lack grow weaker. Each time you live them, you walk in true prosperity. So the next time you are tempted to measure your wealth by numbers on a screen, remember, without peace, you are poor inside. But with peace, with love, with stillness, you are the richest person alive. And no market can crash that. No thief can steal that. No loss can erase that. It is yours forever. Now I turn to you and I ask, are you willing to claim this true wealth? Are you willing to bless your breath, to bless your body, to bless your being? Are you willing to trade the illusion of someday for the truth of now? If your answer is yes, then whisper it with me. I am at peace. I am abundant. I am enough, and all is well in my world. And when we talk about peace, we must go deeper, because true peace is not just about what you own or even what you feel. It is about remembering who you really are beneath the noise of your own mind. Thoughts come and go, and yet for so much of our lives, we cling to them as if they are the truth of who we are. But listen carefully, my dear. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them, the vast space around them, the presence that notices them. The mind was never meant to be empty. The mind produces thoughts just as the heart produces beats. just as the lungs produce breath. But just because a thought appears does not mean it is true, does not mean it belongs to you, does not mean you must believe it. Imagine this. Thoughts are like clouds, sometimes light and fluffy, sometimes heavy and stormy, but you are not the cloud, you are the sky. The sky never chases the clouds. The sky never argues with the clouds. The sky never fears the clouds. The sky simply allows. The sky simply holds. The sky simply is. And you, my love, are the same. You are the sky of your own life, vast, open, limitless, unbroken. Your thoughts pass through you, but they do not define you. Think of the thoughts that trouble you most. Maybe it is, I am not enough. Maybe it is, I will never change. Maybe it is, life is too hard. These are passing clouds. They drift in, they linger, and then they pass. But if you mistake yourself for the cloud, you forget the sky. If you identify with the thought, you forget your vastness. And so I want to offer you a gentle but powerful practice. The next time a thought arises that feels heavy or frightening or unworthy, pause, breathe, and say to yourself, I am the sky. I watch my thoughts pass without fear. Say it again. I am the sky. I watch my thoughts pass without fear. Each time you repeat it, you reclaim your space. You reclaim your peace. You reclaim your truth. Let me explain it even more clearly. A thought is not a fact. A thought is a suggestion. A thought is a memory, an echo, a whisper from the past, or an expectation about the future. But you, the real you, are always here in the present. You are the witness, not the worry. You are the observer, not the obsession. You are the being, not the belief. And when you remember this, you are free. Freedom does not come from controlling every thought, because you cannot stop the clouds from moving. Freedom comes from remembering you are the sky. Notice the repetition in life. Thoughts rise, thoughts fade, thoughts return, thoughts change. Nothing is permanent, nothing is final, everything passes. And when you begin to live with that awareness, fear loses its grip. Fear only has power when you believe it will last forever. But nothing lasts forever. Not the storm, not the doubt, not the pain. You are larger, you are wider, you are steadier. Let us go deeper. Many people are afraid of their own mind. They hear the voice of criticism, and they believe it is their voice. They hear the voice of fear, and they believe it is the truth. But just because you hear it does not mean you must claim it. You can listen without believing. You can notice without obeying. You can allow without attaching. This is how you reclaim your peace. This is how you cultivate inner stillness. So let us affirm together, slowly, deliberately, letting each word sink into the body. I am not my thoughts. I am the sky. I am vast. I am steady. I am safe. Again, I am not my thoughts. I am the sky. I am vast. I am steady. I am safe. Let these words roll through you like a calm wind across an open field. Feel the relief that comes when you no longer have to fight with your thoughts, when you no longer have to fear them. They are only clouds. They are only weather. They will pass. And now I want you to imagine yourself standing under a great wide sky. Perhaps the sky of dawn, painted with gentle light. Or perhaps the sky of night, filled with endless stars. Notice how vast it is, how limitless, how unchanged no matter what clouds move across it. That vastness is you, that steadiness is you, that openness is you. The clouds come and go, but the sky remains. The storms rage, but the sky endures. This is the truth of who you are. When you begin to identify as the sky, not as the clouds, you step into power. You stop clinging to every fearful thought. You stop chasing every anxious idea. You stop drowning in every wave of doubt. You stand back. You watch, you breathe, you allow. This is not indifference. This is wisdom. Wisdom is knowing that you can watch the cloud without becoming the cloud. Wisdom is knowing you can hear the thought without bowing to the thought. Wisdom is remembering you are greater than anything that passes through your mind. And let me remind you, as I have reminded countless souls before, all is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. These words do not deny the presence of clouds. They affirm the truth of the sky. They do not deny the presence of storms. They affirm the presence of strength. And each time you speak them, you return to the vastness that is your true nature. So let me invite you right now to practice with me. Close your eyes if you are able. Breathe in gently. Breathe out slowly. Imagine your thoughts floating by like clouds, some white, some gray, some heavy with rain. Watch them drift, watch them change, and say silently, I am the sky, I am steady, I am safe. Notice the space that opens inside you when you do this. Notice the calm that arrives, however subtle. This is you remembering yourself. This is you uncovering your peace. And from this place of vastness, you can live differently. You no longer panic when fear arises because you know it will pass. You no longer cling when joy arises because you know it will change. You live in the middle, steady and open, aware and free. This is the gift of remembering. This is the freedom of knowing you are the sky. So the next time your mind tells you, you are not enough, smile gently and answer, that is a cloud. I am the sky. The next time your mind says, you will never succeed, whisper softly, that is a cloud. I am the sky. The next time your mind shouts, you are alone, place your hand on your heart and affirm, that is a cloud. I am the sky. I am loved. I am safe. I am never alone. Let these practices be your daily rhythm. Each time a thought arises, you have a choice. Do I identify with the cloud, or do I rest as the sky? Each time you choose the sky, you expand your freedom. Each time you choose the sky, you expand your peace. Each time you choose the sky, you remember your true self. So, my dear, let us seal this teaching with one more declaration, clear and strong. I am not my thoughts. I am the sky. Thoughts pass. I remain. I am safe. I am free. All is well in my world. And as you carry this truth forward, know that no matter what arises in your mind, the vastness of your being cannot be shaken. You are not the storm. You are not the cloud. You are the sky, always. Now I want to give you something practical. Something you can return to every single day when the noise grows loud, because it is not enough to know you are the sky if you forget it the moment the storm arrives. We need practices. We need gentle anchors. We need simple ways to bring ourselves back to peace. And these are not complicated. They do not require special tools. They only require willingness. Let us begin with awareness, non-judgmental awareness, the kind of awareness that watches thoughts like traffic on a busy street. Imagine standing on the sidewalk, cars rushing past, some loud, some quiet, some slow, some fast. You do not need to chase every car. You do not need to stop every car. You simply watch, you allow, you let them pass. Thoughts are the same. Some are kind, some are fearful, some are helpful, some are not. But you do not need to judge them. You do not need to fight them. You do not need to claim them. Awareness says, I see you. I allow you. I let you go. And when you live this way, you stop drowning in the traffic of your mind and you start resting on the sidewalk of your soul. So the next time a thought comes that says, "You are not enough," imagine it as a car passing by. Smile gently, watch it go, whisper, "That is just a thought. I am safe. I am the sky." And the next time a thought comes that says, "You will never change," smile again, let it pass, whisper, "That is just a thought. I choose peace." This is non-judgmental awareness, and it is a daily practice that opens the door to peace. And then we come to the body, because the body leads the mind. The body is wise. The body is honest. The body responds before the mind even understands. So if you want to calm the mind, slow the body, slow your walking, slow your gestures, slow your voice. Notice the difference when you move quickly and sharply versus when you move gently and slowly. Quick movements tell the nervous system we are in danger. Slow movements tell the nervous system we are safe. And when the body believes it is safe, the mind begins to follow. This is why I often say, I am willing to let life be easy. I am willing to slow down. I am willing to live with peace. Imagine for a moment walking through your day like a meditation, each step deliberate, each gesture mindful, each word spoken with calm. This does not mean you move like a robot. It means you move like someone who knows their worth, someone who is not in a rush to prove anything, someone who trusts the timing of life. When you slow the body, you create space, and in that space, peace can enter. Now let us speak of the breath, because the breath is your most faithful companion. It is with you from the moment you arrive until the moment you depart. And yet how often we forget it, how often we hold it, how often we breathe shallow when we are afraid. But the breath is always here, waiting to bring us back. So I want to offer you a simple meditation, a practice you can do anywhere, anytime. Inhale slowly and say within yourself, "I am here." Exhale gently and say, "I am safe." Again inhale, "I am here." Exhale, "I am safe." This rhythm is medicine. It reminds your body of presence. It reminds your mind of safety. It reminds your soul of peace. Even if your thoughts are racing, even if your heart is pounding, this breath is an anchor. This breath is enough. You do not need to control the whole world. You only need to return to the breath. So let us weave these three practices together. Non-judgmental awareness, slowing the body, breathing with intention. Imagine a day when you wake up and begin with awareness, watching your thoughts like clouds drifting by without judgment. Imagine moving through your morning with slowness, drinking your tea slowly, speaking to your loved ones with calm, walking to your car with ease. Imagine returning to the breath whenever stress arises, whispering softly, "I am here. I am safe." This is not fantasy. This is available to you now. And each time you practice, you strengthen the muscle of peace. Each time you repeat, you train your mind to rest. Each time you allow, you open to healing. And I want to remind you, you do not have to do it perfectly. You do not have to remember every time. Even once a day, even once a week, even once a moment is enough. Peace is not about perfection. It is about presence. And the more you choose presence, the more peace chooses you. So start where you are. Begin with one thought, one step, one breath. That is enough. That is always enough. My dear, repeat with me. I am the sky. I let my thoughts pass without fear. I slow my body and my mind follows into stillness. I breathe deeply and I remember I am safe. I am here. I am loved. I am at peace. Again, slowly let the rhythm sink in. I am here, I am safe, I am loved, I am at peace. Notice the shift as you speak. Notice the warmth that comes. This is not something you wait for in the future. This is something you create now. And you, my love, have just created peace. I remember so vividly a time in my own life when I had many things on the outside, yet inside I felt so poor, so empty, so restless. I had a house, I had possessions, but I did not have peace. And I learned the hard way that you can be surrounded by comfort and still feel completely unsettled. That was the moment I began to ask myself, what does it mean to be truly rich? And slowly, gently, I discovered that richness was not about what I had in my hands, it was about what I carried in my heart. Richness was not about the numbers in the bank, it was about the calm in my breath, the gratitude in my eyes, the kindness in my words. That is why I want to share with you some ways to deepen your inner wealth. Practices that remind you every single day that you are already abundant. One of the most beautiful practices is keeping what I call a richness journal. Instead of writing only about goals or to-do lists, write down the moments when you feel peace, the moments when you notice gratitude, the moments of silence that nourish you, the moments of connection that warm your heart. Maybe it is a quiet morning with a cup of tea. Maybe it is the laughter of a friend. Maybe it is the softness of your pillow at night. These may seem small, but small moments are where true wealth lives. When you write them down, you are training your mind to notice abundance in your daily life, and what you notice grows. Another practice is mirror work, and this one is so simple yet so powerful. Stand in front of the mirror, look into your own eyes, and speak with love. Whisper, I am rich in love. I am rich in peace. At first it may feel strange, it may feel uncomfortable, because so many of us are used to looking into the mirror and criticizing, judging, picking apart. But when you look into your eyes with kindness, when you tell yourself you are rich in what matters most, your heart begins to soften, your mind begins to shift, your inner wealth begins to rise. Do this every day, even if only for 1 minute, and watch how your relationship with yourself changes. You can also create quiet zones, either digital or physical. In our world today, noise is constant. Notifications, demands, rushing, scrolling, it is endless. But you can carve out a space that is yours, a space where there is no rush, no noise, only presence. Maybe it is a corner of your room with a candle. Maybe it is a park bench where you sit without your phone. Maybe it is a certain hour of the day where you do not allow screens. In those quiet zones, you remember that peace is available, that silence is nourishing, that your worth is not tied to constant doing. Quiet zones remind you of the richness that comes from simply being. And of course, affirmations. Speak affirmations that reinforce inner abundance. Let your words carry wealth. Say with me, I have everything I need inside me. Peace is my true home. What I seek is already within me. Do you feel the truth in these words? They are not fantasies. They are reminders. Your subconscious listens to everything you say, so give it words that heal, words that uplift, words that enrich. Affirmations are like deposits into the bank of your soul. The more you deposit, the richer you feel, and the richer you feel, the more life reflects richness back to you. Now let us move into the gift of choosing stillness over struggle. I want to tell you something very important. The world may not always reward your peace, but your soul will. The world often celebrates the hustle, the rush, the competition, the constant noise. but your soul celebrates stillness. Your soul rejoices when you rest. Your soul blossoms when you listen. Inner stillness is not laziness, it is wisdom. It is the fertile soil from which everything grows. Think of a garden. Seeds cannot sprout if the soil is hard, dry, cracked. They need moist, fertile soil. Peace is that soil for your life. When you live in peace, your ideas grow better. Your creativity flourishes. Your relationships deepen. Your health improves. Everything grows better in the presence of peace. Stillness allows you to hear guidance. When you are racing, you miss the whispers. When you are still, you notice them. Stillness allows you to access creativity. When you are tense, you block the flow. When you are calm, inspiration arrives easily. Stillness allows you to attract from alignment, not from anxiety. True manifestation begins in stillness, because when you are at peace, you are aligned with the universe. You are aligned with love. You are aligned with your true self. And in that alignment, what you need comes to you with grace. So I want to encourage you. Practice choosing stillness even in small ways. Pause before you react. Breathe before you decide. Rest before you push. Trust before you force. Say to yourself often, I am willing to choose peace. I am willing to choose stillness. I am willing to let life be easy. Notice how your body relaxes when you speak these words. Notice how your heart calms. This is not weakness. This is strength. It takes courage to rest in a world that glorifies rushing. It takes strength to choose peace when fear shouts. But when you do, you become magnetic. You attract what is meant for you. You create from love. You manifest with ease. So let us affirm together. Peace is my fertile soil. From stillness my blessings grow. From calm my creativity flows. From trust my abundance arrives. I am safe. I am loved. I am at peace. Say it again. Let it sink in. Peace is my fertile soil. From stillness everything grows. Remember, my dear, you are not here to live in struggle. You are here to live in alignment. You are not here to fight for every scrap. You are here to open your hands and receive. You are not here to exhaust yourself. You are here to enjoy yourself. And the path to that life begins not with pressure, but with peace. The more stillness you choose, the more your soul rewards you, the more your blessings unfold, the more your inner wealth overflows. So I ask you now, are you ready to choose stillness? Are you ready to live from fertile soil instead of barren ground? Are you ready to let peace be your true prosperity? If your answer is yes, then whisper with me. I choose peace. I choose stillness. I choose abundance. And all is well in my world.